Ah, the good old days. Sega Genesis, Nintendo 64, and VCRs. That's right, I'm an old space geezer, and I miss a lot of things about the 90s. But in particular, I miss video rental stores like Blockbuster and Hollywood Video. For all the endless possibilities on streaming services today, actually going out, picking up a videotape in your hand, and choosing what you were going to rent seems so much more special to me. And as strange as it sounds, part of what made it special was the fact that you may not find what you're actually looking for. Let me explain. When I was a boy, Return of the Jedi was my favorite Star Wars film, but we couldn't find the videotape for sale anywhere, so I hadn't seen it in over a year. My mom and dad told me on the weekend we would rent Return of the Jedi from Hollywood Video if it was there. We searched high and low, but unfortunately, someone had already rented it. So we rented a Ninja Turtles VHS instead, and the Doomsday Machine from the original series of Star Trek, with the promise that we would return next weekend in search of the ultimate prize. The following weekend, it wasn't there, and we rented something else that I can't quite remember. But the third weekend, we finally found it, and I can honestly say I have never enjoyed watching Return of the Jedi more, because it wasn't just about the movie itself. When you finally found the VHS you were looking for, as a child, it was like finding a treasure. As with all things in life, scarcity made it special, so you invariably enjoyed the game or film that much more. I know it seems old-fashioned, but I, for one, prefer the video store to streaming services, endlessly scrolling for hours without watching anything at all. Because even if they didn't have what you were looking for at a video store, chances are you would find something. On streaming services, however, there's a growing phenomenon known as choice overload that makes it difficult to pick what to watch. The reason is, scrolling activates the brain's reward center, releasing dopamine. Complex algorithms are designed to keep you scrolling and engaged with streaming services, triggering the same area of the brain linked to addiction and compulsive gambling. You endlessly scroll because, yeah, this looks like a cool show, but there might just be something better over the horizon if you just keep looking for it. And as Qui-Gon once said, whenever you gamble, eventually you'll lose, and in this case, you're losing time. Which is why I prefer the old-fashioned approach of just going to your local video store. I know it probably seems silly me getting nostalgic over Blockbuster, but the funny thing about getting older is, you suddenly realize you were living in the good old days when you were young. You just didn't know it yet. So I want to encourage my younger viewers, take in the time you have with your loved ones and friends, and hold on to those moments, because they'll never come again. And to my older viewers, I want to say, just because you're older, that doesn't mean your life is over. It's not too late to either pick up a hobby or reignite an old passion. J.R.R. Tolkien was 45 years old when he started writing Lord of the Rings. Samuel L. Jackson, who formerly worked as a social worker, was also 45 years old before he had his starring role in Pulp Fiction. One of the most extreme examples may be American folk artist Anna Mae Robertson Moses, known as Grandma Moses, who began her painting career at the age of 78. She passed away at the ripe old age of 101 after producing more than 1,500 paintings. So if you have a passion to create something, don't wait. It's fun to reminisce about the good old days, but don't forget, you still have good new days ahead of you. Stories and music to write, worlds to create, and memories to share with friends and loved ones. Before we go, want to support the channel and get something in return? Visit our Redbubble store for some Wizard t-shirts.
Did you say t-shirts? To be your best, you gotta dress the best, and we're taking clothing to the extreme. Cover your disgusting flesh in our Wizard design. We got tigers, dinosaurs, dragons, dinosaurs, skulls, dinosaurs, and more. Designs so great they'll punch your grandma in the face. That's right, they'll punch your grandma in the face. Oh, Bro Studio. Oh yeah, now you got it.
Also, we're about 100 subscribers away from hitting the 4,000 mark, so if you're new here, join the Empire today by subscribing, and together, we will rule the internet. We also have a coffee page set up where you can support the channel and all of our creative projects. A link is in the pinned comment. I want to give a huge thank you to all my blue wizards, brown wizards, and gray wizards. You help make the magic happen around here, and I am most grateful. You guys are totally wizard. And if you want to be a part of what we're doing here, you can make a one-time donation or become a monthly member and get your name listed on the end credits of our videos and films. We have a lot of exciting things on the horizon, so join us by becoming a member and let's create something together.